What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR'S Pop Culture Reviews. You know, for me, some of the derivatives of the main DC superhero characters have always been somewhat interesting to me, especially SuperGirl given her origin. As a kid reading the Superman comics, I loved the origin story of Superman, the last lone survivor of a doomed planet. And then it hit me when I found out the amazing revelation that he actually wasn't the last survivor. Originally born Kara Zor-El, she was actually the biological cousin of Kal-El, which we would later know as Superman. And what was even more fascinating to me was the fact that she was sent along with Kal-El in order to protect him on Earth. Now, of course, in the comic book world, there are several revisions, reimaginings, origin stories are kind of convoluted, but it is very interesting nonetheless, depending on which one you go with. And speaking of alternate universes and different versions of the superhero characters we know and love, KOTOBUKIYA has decided to make another addition to their Bishoujo line. So today we're going to be reviewing KOTOBUKIYA's SuperGirl Returns 1/7 scale Bishoujo statue. Let's take a closer look. Now, Kara Zor-El, or Supergirl, has always been one of my favorite characters, especially the way that she was portrayed in the animated series Justice League Unlimited. And fortunately, KOTOBUKIYA has taken up the mantle to make a 1/7 scale statue of her, and this is absolutely exquisite, guys. Take a look at that head sculpt. It is absolutely beautiful. Countenance in the face, like always, is perfect. The eyes, amazing. Great shading here, but most impressive, and one of the things that I really love about this piece is definitely the hair sculpt. Just take a look at the individual strands, especially the fact that it's flowing in the wind, very dynamic. The attention to detail in the midsection or upper torso of this figure is equally impressive. What I love about it is the different textures. If you'll notice, there is kind of a suede, almost matte finish to the actual costume that she's wearing, and the S logo really contrasts well and really catches your attention because it's done in a high gloss metallic finish. Not to mention the gold trim around the costume overall looks great, guys. Now, the Bishoujo line has always known for its sexy appeal, but what they really did here in the midsection where the belly button is, especially in the waistline, is fantastic. The shading is done perfectly. It looks a lot more organic than I've seen in other statues, and there have been some ones that have been really organic. But most importantly, just take a look at her skirt. The folds there are so intricate and amazing. Did a really great job on the painting, especially the highlight of her belt buckle looks fantastic, guys. This is done expertly and one of the most impressive sculpts that I've seen in a long time. With a character like Kara Zor-El, you have to make sure that you get the stance perfect because she is a powerful character in the DC universe, and here they captured her perfectly. One of the things that's very impressive about the boots is the shade of red that they used. It's hard to describe what shade it is, but it works so well, especially given the overall theme. The gold trim at the top of her boots also look great, and the sculpt in the actual heels also look fantastic, particularly the creases where you see the ankles. This is a very well sculpted piece. It really goes without saying, guys, but you're not getting the full effect and you're not getting your money's worth unless you mirror this piece, because it is completely amazing that way. Just take a look at the hair sculpt. I remarked on it earlier, but look at that. I mean, look at how beautiful and intricate that looks. You definitely want to display that, but most importantly, the hair sculpt really goes with the cape and the diamondism in the cape. Look at how it's flowing in the wind. Excellent paint job here, excellent shading, and the intricacy of it only complements the overall piece. From a technical aspect, this is such a well-designed statue. Everything from the cape, the hair, and the skirt that is flowing in the same direction gives it a real sense of diamondism, guys. It is beautiful. And the culmination of this already masterfully sculpted piece is definitely in the simplicity of the base, which is somewhat paradoxical if you think about it, but look at what they've done here. It's just a simple Superman logo, it's vibrant, it has a black border that really makes it pop out, and most importantly, it is such a small footprint relative to the piece. And as collectors, you guys know that real estate is usually at a premium on our shelves or display cabinets, so this is done so well. Obviously, this is another easy one for me. I can categorize this as a holy grail piece because it is stunningly beautiful. And if you already own the original KOTOBUKIYA Supergirl statue, this is a nice compliment to it. Fortunately, they're very different in terms of style and tone that you can justify owning both of them. Though a fair warning, guys, you know how KOTOBUKIYA statues are and how crazy they can get once they become rare. So if you want this, I would jump on it now. Now, before I go, I just want to thank the folks over at KOTOBUKIYA and Big Bad Toy Store for sending this wonderful piece over for review. And if you're interested in this and other collectibles, please visit www.bigbadtoystore.com. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on KOTOBUKIYA's SuperGirl Returns 1/7 scale Bishoujo statue. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.